So this is the revision session for goal setting topic. Goal setting can be something that we can use to improve self-efficacy or reduce anxiety, but there can also be questions on the exam around goal setting itself. So you may pick up an odd mark in one of the other topics that I've just mentioned question, but they could ask you about goal setting. So why set goals? Well, it gives us something to focus on and gives us a target to improve. By setting the goals, we can then evaluate whether we're achieving them and evaluate our progress, which hopefully is going to improve some of these things around motivation and self-efficacy. So there are 3 types of goal. You need to know these, so write them down now. And a quick description of each one. So I'm hoping that you've come up with that we've got outcome, we have performance, and we have process. Sometimes we lump performance and process together. It's very similar, but we'll go through. So firstly, outcome goals to do with the result. So this would be normally around winning something or coming in first place or something like that. Secondly, performance goals are to do with improvements. It's to do with your performance, but we don't want to repeat the word performance, so it's trying to improve my performance. So it might be that the sprinter is going to run a time of under 10 seconds, or the netball shooter is going to get 8 out of 10 shots on target. Process goals are the goals, the procedures that allow you to achieve the other types of goals. So it's a doing goal. So what are you going to do in order to achieve those performance and outcome goals, or what do you need to do maybe? So it might be that I need to put in an extra weight session, for example, or if I'm Johnny Wilkinson, that I need to practice my goal kicks after training. So principles of goal setting. So this is basically how do we set goals, how to set goals effectively. And this is the SMART acronym, so I'm hoping that you know what they stand for, but you should be able to link to why each one should be that thing. So if you just quickly jot down the words, have a think around why they need to be like that. So goals need to be specific, so around a certain aspect of performance for a performer, so that we're focusing on something that's actually going to make a measurable impact. So the second one is measurable, so we should be able to measure whatever we're doing. Alright, so then we are able to evaluate whether we have achieved it or not. A is the one that people get wrong, and A is agreed. You should agree your goal with your coach. Often people say that A is for achievable, but it's not, because R is for realistic, which is the same thing. So just going back to agreed, that if you don't agree with the goal that you're going to do, you're not going to be as motivated to try to achieve it. A goal should be realistic, so that it should be challenging though, but it needs to be realistic so that you can achieve it. In fact, non-realistic goals are really bad for you because you won't achieve them, and that will reduce your self-efficacy, whereas realistic goals are good for your self-efficacy because you're going to achieve them. Hopefully we'll put a time limit on when you're going to achieve the goal. This puts you off putting it off, so that we get a set time that you're able to achieve the goal by, and that again increases your motivation. If possible, make it something that's exciting and that you can get into and that you're interested in as well, and also write it down. So record it, and then you can action plan it. You can see it. That can increase your motivation, and we can see whether we've achieved it or not. So you can see lots of those answers within this answer that make goal setting effective. So we're talking about making it specific, agreed, recorded, realistic, but challenging. So you can get credit for saying challenging but realistic as well. And then we're into some of the different types of goals around. Performance goals are often seen as one of the best types of goals to set, and also that it's measurable. So you can see that we've gone through the smarter stuff there. We can also have short, medium, and long-term goals, and it's useful to set a combination of those. And then you get the acronym at the end.